Digital rights management, DRM, is a scheme by which companies attempt to control access to copyrighted material. Most, if not all, people have encountered it, especially now with the advent of the iPad, the Kindle, and other popular ebook platforms. Users who would not normally have a run-in with a DRM are becoming aware of its existence, while the rest of us are just hanging our heads in defeat. Let's face it, DRM has nearly become a normal aspect of purchasing electronic goods. In many cases, DRM comes in the form of software, such as a script on a music CD that scrambles the sound files when ripped, a script on a DVD that distorts the image and sound files when ripped, a program that limits the number of software installs. Many believe DRM is overly restrictive, and in some ways it infringes on the fair use doctrine of the Copyright Act. Take, for example, when a consumer cannot make a copy of their favorite movie for personal use. They aren't going to give it away. They're going to use it to put on their iPod or their iPad to watch later. Copies made for personal use do not violate any of the 4 fair use factors included in Section 107 of the Copyright Act, which are as follows. The use is non-profit or transformative. The work is factual rather than creative. Only a small portion of the work is used. And 4, the use will not detract from the copyright owner's revenues. I don't believe that taking one of your favorite DVDs and transferring the movie file to your iPad so you can watch it while on a plane ride breaches any of those factors. Let's consider a hyperbolically hypothetical situation. What if DRM was applied to paperback books? That would mean that the purchased book can only be read in the room in which it was first opened. It also means that only the person who first opened the book may read it. Any secondary reading is illegal. Lastly, the book may require to be repurchased if the owner breaches the above 2 rules, and due to limited lifetime, the book will spontaneously combust. It's almost comical when DRM is placed into that situation. Not to mention if paperback books included DRM, that would eliminate libraries. So how did all this come about? Well, with the advent of digital media and analog to digital conversions, piracy developed into a much more prevalent problem. Music, movies, video games, ebooks could all be ripped onto a personal computer and uploaded to the web for anyone to download. It was so easy that it almost didn't feel wrong. Some people didn't think that sharing their media was the equivalent of pickpocketing the media creators' wallets. That's no excuse. So DRM came about to combat this piracy, and in some ways it is successful. At what cost, though? Limiting the number of software installs, alienating and/or antagonizing customers, restricting the respectful and responsible users. Like with everything in life, there is no easy answer to anything, and decisions aren't meant to please everyone. So why do people not like DRM? Many consider it to be on par with spyware since it tracks your usage. It may randomly encrypt or lock access to your lawfully purchased items. And since so many people are antagonize DRM, it creates pirates out of lawful users and inspires current pirates to new heights of insidiousness. You can tell something is not in positive light with the public when they begin to make alternative meanings for your acronyms. DRM, Digital Restrictions Management, sound familiar to anybody? So what does the future hold? I'm going to warn you, it doesn't sound encouraging. While new technologies develop, pirates will discover new ways to steal, companies and the government will attempt to combat these uprisings with new anti-piracy schemes, and guess who gets stuck in the middle? That's right, you, the respectful and responsible customer. Thank you. Have a good day.